All right, let's hear what Chauncey Gardner Johnson said about the Eagles, man. Let's play this. Then I'm gonna talk about it. Hit the thumbs up. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna tell y'all that now. You won't see another ring without Philly. That's crazy. They probably won't see one without me. Fuck you talking about? He y'all have one I left. I'm gonna pop it now. Fuck y'all talking about. I'm glad
Let's do
ring
it again.
without Philly. I'm gonna tell y'all that
So
now.
he's speaking, right? And somebody in a comment triggers him and gets his panties in a bunch.
You won't see another ring without Philly. That's crazy. They probably won't see one without me. Fuck you talking about? He y'all have one I left. I'm gonna pop it now. Fuck y'all talking about. I'm glad I'm in Texas.
And we are glad you're in Texas too, right? And when the trade first went down, I was pissed off. Like, why would you trade this guy? But now we know why the Eagles had to let go of Chauncey Gardner Johnson, because he is I'm not gonna say cancer, but he's a flu of a locker room. He's a COVID of a locker room, right? Football is the ultimate team sport. And you got one dude talking about they ain't gonna see another Super Bowl without me. Like, you listening to fans saying this, saying that, yeah, you're gonna pop it. Here's the thing, bro. Here's what I'm gonna say to you, right? Yes, you were great. You brought a certain type of energy, but when you really go back and look at it, you got cooked a lot. You was missing open field tackles, dude. Wide receivers was routing you up, and you're a decent safety, and I like the how you you know how you bring it when you hit people. But for you now to try to attack the Philadelphia Eagles after you leave, when you like on your fourth team in 5 years, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, just let it go, bro. You're in Houston. Where you gonna be next year? You're gonna be in Miami. You're like a back. You're like what's the dude, the quarterback, the backup quarterback, Joe Johnson, that was like on 15, 20 different teams. Like, why not? And the crazy part, the Eagles gave you a 3-year deal last year, and they still didn't keep you because you're not a good guy for the locker room, bro. What do I mean by that? You run your fucking mouth too much, and you're going at your players on some nutty shit on the internet. Like, you're going at your teammates, I should say, on the internet. Why are you doing that? You thinking people taking shots at you? You emotional like a bitch, like a female. You thinking guys is taking shots at you, or somebody don't mention you crying like a bitch. If somebody, say something that you don't like, you're crying like a bitch. So the Eagles said, we don't need bitches in our locker room. We need men in the locker room. That's why they got rid of you. And like, see, our culture is so important in Philadelphia that it doesn't matter how good of a player you are. If you're going to F up the locker room, they're getting rid of your ass. So now I support the decision to get rid of him, and I salute. And you got to think about it like this. This was an organizational decision, which means it went from the top down. Like, it went to the coach, it went to the players, it went to Vic, and they say, you know what, let's get rid of this clown. Let's get rid of this dude. And just so happens, yeah, I mean, you brought something to the defense. You had a lot of interceptions. You stole a few from Quentin, but I don't give a damn. Who cares? But don't bring that type of energy. In Philadelphia, we don't roll with that type of energy. We roll with energy, good energy, and guys that can go out there and kick ass on a football field and not cry like little bitches. So good luck in Houston. If we run into you, Devontae, AJ, Jahan, Goddard is gonna route your ass up because you was a liability in coverage. Let's keep it a bean. You was a liability in coverage, bro. Other people won't say it. I'll say it. Yeah, you could, you hit a little bit or whatever. You missing open field tackles and shit. Whenever they wanted to get a touchdown, they'll drop somebody on CJ. Since we want to go there with it. So go out to Houston, go get your ass beat by Baltimore, Kansas City, and we'll catch you whenever we play you. We'll catch you next time. But now I now support the decision to get rid of that cancer. I said not cancer, flu. Chauncey, you still running your mouth, bro. You still running your mouth. But I guess that comes with it, right? That's my thoughts on it.